The game, I think Chelsea won, deservedly so. I think we kind of clawed our way back into the game. I think we played a little better in the second half, and you know, maybe had the odd chance here and there to get an equalizer. I was quite happy with the way the team performed defensively. I think out of run of play, we didn't concede too much. I think we had things mostly under control. Conceded 2 transition goals, which we didn't look good on. I think we can defend better. Having that said, I think the opponent has a lot of quality on the other side of the field, and they were able to use that quality in at least 2 moments tonight to decide the game for them. But I think the disappointing part of our performance for me was, I think, a little bit of it in possession. I think we were a little unsure and sloppy in certain areas, and I think I think us taking care of the ball when in clear possession of the ball was not good enough. I think in the first half, I think the players adjusted to the speed of play fine. In the second half, I think we had some really good moments going where just a little bit of lack of quality on the day was missing in order to get a goal. But overall, I think a performance we can build on. And we certainly need to build on it because we have an opponent coming up next. We'll watch in a couple hours, obviously, but we feel it's a game that we can and need to win. And we'll focus all of our energy first in recovery, and then we'll start preparing for the opponent and look to improve on tonight's performance. But I think overall a good start to the tournament performance-wise, obviously not result-wise, and something we'll build on and look to improve. Yeah. Being a part of this competition is for us more important than dealing with maybe what's not perfect in the preparation. And so for us, it's not really a big deal. We accept all of the challenges that have come our way. We've had 2 weeks to prepare for 3 teams, and being obviously away from home, still in the United States, but a place that we probably wouldn't visit too often. But again, we accept all of the challenges that brings because we really want to be here and show well and try to make a statement. And so we're still on that journey. And again, we'll recover and get past tonight and use the examples that we have to improve and move forward.
Go right here in the front.
Coach, Jose Crisopi from Latin Goals. Coach, did you expect the game the way it unfolded? And do you think LAFC deserved a better result than?
Yeah, it's what we scouted, what we saw. It's what Chelsea does. They don't change their way of playing against anyone, and the team has a lot of structure and a lot of quality, and they can beat you in different ways. And they showed a lot of that tonight. Our answers defensively, I think, were okay. I think the players implemented our ideas in a fair manner and did well. I think with the ball, we could have done better. I think we just needed to extend our possession spell a little longer in order to create a few more opportunities. The opportunities against good teams in competitions like this, or at World Cups, or in the Champions League, the higher up you go, the less opportunities you do get. And you need to make sure that those opportunities you do get are taken advantage of, or at least you're making teams defend properly. And I think a little bit of carelessness with the ball in the final third of the opponent's half tonight hurt us in that category, and I think that's where we'll look to improve before Esperance.
Doug, go ahead right there.
Doug Roberts of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. The last time there was a major tournament here, the grass didn't look good. There were a lot of complaints from Argentina and Canada. I'm curious tonight, how did it look? How did it feel? How did it play? Because there's 5 more games coming up with it.
It looked great. How did it feel? How did it play? I don't know. I wasn't out there. But I didn't see anything that was alarming, or I didn't hear anything from our players. So I think the technique that was used seems to work.
Go right here in the front row.
Hi, I'm Nizar Kinsella from BBC Sport. I wondered what you made of the small crowds. It was a little surprising to a lot of us, and would it have helped if you played in LA? Because obviously, like Seattle Sounders, who qualified for the tournament much earlier, get to play more locally as well.
I don't know. PSG against Atletico, I think 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Sorry if I get my days mixed up. In front of a big crowd at the Rose Bowl. So I don't know if there's just more fans in Los Angeles who are into this tournament than here, or if it's the pairing tonight. There's a lot of things I just can't answer for you. But and honestly, I didn't focus too much on that. I was pretty focused on my task tonight was to help our team in any way possible. So I didn't really notice the amount of fans. I was more concerned about what was going on in the field.
I'll go again right here in the front.
Alan Cole, Los Angeles Times. Excuse me, Nathan Ordaz went out with a concussion there late in the first half. Is there an update on him and what his status is going forward for these next 2 games?
Yeah, no, I can't predict what will happen the next couple of days. He is being treated as we speak, and we'll get him the proper medical care he needs. For right now, getting subbed out of the game, and after that happened, he just wasn't quite himself, and so we'll hope that he has a speedy recovery. But as more information comes in, I can give you more, but right now I don't have an update.
In the middle here.
Steve, Michael Rothstein from ESPN. You kind of just talked about the crowd size there, but I'm curious, when you were coming into this tournament, what was your anticipation for what this was going to look like maybe versus what you've seen so far? Because there were so many conversations about interest and ticket prices being slashed. Just kind of curious what you thought versus maybe what now you've seen.
Well, I have had experiences of playing in FIFA organized events, and they've been amazing. And I think the event itself, for all of the athletes and for everybody involved, is incredible. And I can tell you it's been more of the same this time. Regarding your question and crowds, I think it's kind of different each game you look at. And so I don't think we should be talking about this right now. I think we should wait until the end of the tournament to make maybe a more complete summary of what was going on and opinion about it as a whole, as opposed to right now at one game. I thoroughly enjoyed the match of the night at the Rose Bowl, and it was fun to watch. It was a good crowd at hand, and I think we should build off of that.
Me too. Right there, Zach.
Greg Levy from CNN. I'm not sure if this is meaningful to you or not. I believe that this match, Chelsea-Los Angeles against LAFC, was the first time ever that a team from England has played a team from the US in a competitive fixture. Is that something that's meaningful to you and your squad? And just sort of trying to assess the state of US soccer in general with the MLS sides, what do you think realistic expectations are for success in this tournament?
Yeah, it's a fair question. I think the last time I can remember playing against an English team was England at the 2010 World Cup, which was a draw. But I think it's always special playing against English teams or the English national team for Americans. I don't know what it's like for an English person, but certainly for Americans it is. I think it's important for us, yes, to show well. It's important for us to also get results. This is a result-oriented business that we're all involved in. I think results are important, not just performances. And so we have a ways to go if we are playing catch-up. But I think our progression has been steady and has been positive, and I think the potential is there for a very bright future. How long it takes, where do we end? I don't know. But I think it's clear that everybody in the United States involved with the game, we are very clear at our goals, and we are very strong-minded about getting better. It's just a matter of taking the right next step, what comes next, and then also pairing that up with the financial backing as well. So we are moving the needle in the right direction. It may not be fast enough for some, but I assure you, our sports, the world sport, is improving in the United States. And we'll do our part Friday night to show that we can be better than we were tonight.